Hello, everyone. I am Apocalypse the Geek Guru, and today I'm going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, the video game. Now, as you can see, I have a plan right here. Let me just start off. This is an absolutely awesome game. It is free right now on Xbox Game Pass. If you have Xbox Game Pass, I highly recommend going and downloading this game. It is incredibly worth it, regardless of whether or not you're a fan of Marvel. This should be an incredible game. Now, I'm not really going to go too much into the story because, like I said, I highly recommend this game. I'll probably do a full story breakdown at some point. But yeah, right now this is going to just go over gameplay and just like general game stuff. So let me just start by saying that like I said, the story is absolutely incredible. Like I really enjoyed it. It was a game that because some games I feel as though end too quickly. It's like the game just kind of cuts off, and a lot of games, it's like the whole game feels like a tutorial. One game that I like to use as an example is Jedi: The Fallen Order. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order, and because that entire game feels kind of like a tutorial because you're just learning new skills the whole time. And then by the time you finally learn everything and you're like, all right, I know everything, it's like the game's over. This game was a lot different. I really felt like that I had a lot of time, you know? And it was good and it was great enough story that when it was done, I was like, wow, I was like, okay, that was a good story. I didn't feel like, I mean, obviously I would love to play more, but I didn't feel like it needed more to it, you know? I feel like the story did exactly what it should have. There's a lot of good stuff in it. Little bit of uh what's the word, wokeness, a little bit, but a small amount. The main villain is kind of like an obnoxious girl, and like the strongest people in the game are kind of like women, but at the same time that's kind of the case in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, you know what's it called, like Gamora is like the best trained one, and Nebula's a badass. So it's like I didn't really have any problem with that, and it doesn't take too much away from the story. Now, okay, so let me just get that. With all the story being said, let me get into gameplay. And as you can see, the gameplay is pretty awesome. Now, while the only character that you're actually able to control is, completely control is Star Lord. Oh, and as you may have noticed, I have them all in what's it called? Their Age of Apocalypse. They're all wearing Age of Apocalypse outfits, which look awesome and is not spelt the same way as my name. So, as you just saw, the gameplay is absolutely incredible. Now, while you're only capable of controlling Peter Quill, Star Lord, as you saw, you also are capable of somewhat controlling. Each character has their own little moves that you'll unlock as you play through the game. Uh, you level up and you get ability points, and then you can put those points towards skills. As you can see, I have everything unlocked, of course, and they have tons of different outfits that you can. Some of them you can find throughout the game, and some you will be given. Uh, there's one specifically that everyone gets. It's the golden costume at the end of the game. They all get like little cool little golden things. But I just think this looks awesome. It's called the Five Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Yeah. And it looks like we just left Drax and Gamora. Screw it. We don't need them. We can handle this tree and rabbit. Now, with this game, you can save just about anywhere, which is great. The saving is awesome. What am I looking for? The soundtrack is also absolutely incredible. Everything from Billy Idol's White Wedding. You have Don't Fear the Reaper by the, oh god, I'm drawing a blank. Was it the Blue Oyster, whatever, I forget. But you know, just absolutely classic songs. And the enemies that you'll fight in this game, I mean, yeah, as you can see, they're kind of, you know, they're video game enemies. Some of them can be generic. You've got to kind of watch out. Your people can get hurt. I mean, you can have them all sort of like go down, but obviously, you know, they can't like die. They'll just go out of. Let's see if I can. Once that meter runs out, and I have. If you're watching this and you're thinking, "Wow, this looks really complicated and possibly really difficult," I have all of the settings in the game turned up to as high as they can, like as like difficult as it can possibly be. You know, I do very little damage. I take a lot more damage. Some of my bullets are worth more. My shield, you know, I have I have everything turned up to as high as it can possibly be. You know, so oops, forgot. I'm trying to let them die. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, Gamora over here, and well, Drax, he's knocked out. Now, a cool thing about this is, as you saw, it had like a little timer thing. Now, you saw I only filled it up about halfway. Well, unlike a lot of games where I would have to redo like the entirety of the thing, with this game, it should be anyway, it's still halfway. You saw right there, it's still halfway. So that's a really cool thing that I like about this game, that you saw right there. Like the game, this game is just absolutely awesome. Like I really feel like I'm playing as the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was just incredible, and the story is incredibly written because you have all of the Guardians. They're all recently, like, you know, they just kind of met a few months ago. So we have a very new Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, this isn't, they aren't really a family yet. So you actually get to see them sort of like, you know, bond and come together. It was, like I said, incredible game. Cannot recommend it enough. The the gameplay, as you can see, the graphics are also really incredible. I mean, it's a brand new game. I came out, I believe, October of last month. I just looked it up, but I can't really remember. And yeah, as you saw there, you don't just have you know, your guns. You also have, you know, you can also punch stuff. But some enemies, as you saw there, will, like, they're capable of knocking you on your ass. Enemies drop health when you kill them, and you also have a shield that recharges. I love that. Rocket's little special super move. He just pulls out a massive amount of guns and just goes ham. You have Drac, like, okay, I mean, there's not much really more I can say about this game than that it's just absolutely incredible. Like, everything, the story, the gameplay, the graphics, all just on point. I'm not even kidding. I'd give this game easily a 10 out of 10. The lowest I could probably go with this game is a 9.5. I'm not even joking. It is that good. And I mean, like I said, you really feel like you're like part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, like you're controlling the Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's just absolutely incredible. So yeah, with all that being said, I mean, again, I don't want to get too much into the story. I'll do a full story breakdown at some point. But right now, I just wanted to get into, just talk about the gameplay for a second. Not a whole, again, not really a whole lot else to say. You'll unlock, as you go through the story of the game, each character has super moves, aside from their normal abilities, that they can, that you unlock as you go through the game. And I mean, it's just awesome to watch, honestly. They all have unique moves, like Groot can wrap them up. Oh yeah, and some of the finishers, like literally just combo, like combo. Everybody on the team gets a hit sometimes. Like, come on now. Anyone who's a fan of the Guardian, as I said, anyone who's a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy will love this game and probably learn a bit more because it doesn't. Oh, excuse me. These are not the movie versions. Obviously, you know, they're very similar to the movie versions. Uh, One noticeable difference is Drax, who was somewhat played for laughs in the MCU, which, you know, don't get me wrong, I love Dave Bautista's Drax. It's absolutely incredible. But this one's more, I don't know how else to say it, but intelligent. And it's really great and really worked well for the story. And yeah, so yeah, I think that's really all I can say about this game. It's absolutely incredible. If I feel as though I miss anything, I'll go back and maybe you know, add it onto this video. But yeah, it's really all I got to say. Is just this is just an incredible game. Again, it is free right now on Xbox Game Pass. I highly recommend that. Go and download it. Yeah. And now, right now, there are little puzzles to solve, and it's not all combat. You know, there's also dialogue choices throughout the game. I forgot about it. So yeah, good thing I did the video. And you'll have to you can with your visor, you scan through stuff, and you can see like, you know, could be hurt, you know, and then you have to figure out, okay, who's gonna. You saw me kind of do this earlier when I had more jump on the wall. I forgot to mention that you'll have to get through certain environmental things, and you know, figure out which character is going to do it. I mean, if you pick, like, if I were to pick Gamora, they'll just be like, oh, I can't do that, you know, or, you know, so it's not like there's any wrong choice. That's another thing in this game. There's not really any. Oh, and as you can see, you have different elemental shots. Like I can shoot ice and like lightning and stuff, and you unlock those as you go through the game. So don't worry about like, oh, I don't have. How do I get this? How do I get the ice thing? How do I get the lightning thing? You unlock them as you go through the game, so don't worry about that. And you have to solve little puzzles, but like I said, these are very little puzzles. They're often very simple, and there's maybe a handful of them throughout the game. It's not that much. And as I said, there are certain dialogue choices, but there's no real right or wrong way to play the game. Uh, I will say there is little bit of a spoiler that there is a point in the game where you can choose wrong. Like if you don't do anything and you just kind of stand there, the game will end and the credits will start rolling. It will take you back to before that to be like, hey, do you want to try again? Do you want to try this choice out again? But yeah, there is a point in the game where if you don't do anything, like if you choose wrong, that's all she wrote. But like I said, it will give you the option to go back and be like, hey, you want to try that again real quick? So yeah, it is really fun to see. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is that Guardians of the Galaxy has a new game plus. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, who's new to video games or whatever, who doesn't know what a new game plus is, it is you can start like it's exactly how it sounds. You can start a new game, but with all of the skills and all of the costumes and stuff that you unlocked, you know, on your first playthrough or whatever. Now, it is important to note that in Guardians of the Galaxy, you don't get the elemental shots. You'll still have to go through and unlock those for some reason. I don't know why. That is one little flaw that I can think of in this game is that in New Game Plus you should have all of the elemental shots. I honestly don't know why you don't, because you have everybody's skill and everything, like all their skills and abilities and stuff. You have all those. So yeah, it has a New Game Plus, which I love. I'm a huge advocate for New Game Plus. Every game where you could have abilities and have skills needs a New Game Plus. But yeah, with that being said, I believe that that's really all that I have to say about this just really incredible game. Uh, So, okay. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share. Really use the help my channel. If you didn't like this video, uh, what's it called? Thank you for watching this long. And if, tell me how you think I can do better. Tell me how you think, I could improve these videos and make them, better. And follow me on, I'll leave a link to my Twitch stream. I'm about to start streaming, like literally right as soon as I start making this video. I'm about to start streaming, drawing a blank, Halo 2. Playing through on Legendary. I'm replaying the Halo series because I wanted to watch a good Halo story, and the Halo TV series is just not doing it. So follow me on Twitch. I'll leave a link down in the description. Also on Twitter. I'll leave another link in the description, but I don't really, I never really get on Twitter. So, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. I've been Apocalypse the Geek Guru. Have a nice day.